Live from Fred DeLay Gymnasium in Jackson, Tennessee, Flow Sports proudly presents Day 2 of the Union University Volleyball Classic. And the opening game pits Missouri St. Louis, one of the nation's elite Division II women's volleyball teams, against Harding University of Arkansas. And we had some spectacular action here yesterday, and we expect no less today, even though this is a very young season for all of these teams. In fact, many of them, it is their first action of the season. And we're thrilled to have you with us. I'm Steve Beverly. I'll be with you for the duration this morning, this afternoon, and into the early evening, because even though the games are scheduled at 10, noon, 2, and 4, if yesterday was any example, we're going to get behind on the schedule because we had some 5-setters that really, I can tell you, they made the blood pressures rise all over the place. And today, Missouri St. Louis will be in the red uniforms, and Harding will be in the white. Ryan Young in his 15th season of coaching the Tritons, and Meredith Fear is the head coach of the Bisons. And they're trying to get everybody positioned and ready to go. Caitlin Bishop, of course, one of the most talented players in all of Division II. And yesterday she had a stellar day. And it is Harding that will serve first. And here we go. Very high set and blocked. Excellent job right off the bat by the tall 6'3" Ashley Lampkin, sophomore from Jonesboro, Arkansas, and she made her presence known with an exclamation point. That was a difficult set to be able to capture, but they did, and it's in. Lampkin already is dominating up front. She came to play this morning. I don't know what they had for her on the breakfast table, but the early line was pretty good. Bishop with the set and blocked. And it gets in that quadrant. Well, they saved it. That was an amazing save. You are seeing some outstanding volley. And how about this in the backcourt? Bishop the set again, blocked. And Lampkin does it again. A 3-0 lead for Harding. I was on the call yesterday morning when Harding defeated Limestone in 4 games, and we began to see what kind of talent they had. And one of them is Megan Lacey, who just powered that over. And there's the other number 17 who can answer it. But instead, they ruled a violation, and so it is a 4-0 lead for Harding. This is going to be a high set. I can tell you what, Fausch gets up and gets down low to get those digs, and already Harding out to a 5-0 lead, and we have timeout, so we'll be right back. Harding has shocked the Tritons of Missouri St. Louis with a 5-0 run to start with. And Olivia Weeder, the sophomore from Conway, Arkansas, is back to serve yet again. You've seen some excellent play already in both the front court and the back court. Bishop with the set. And the block once again, this time by Copeland. And I think our computer stats have some names reversed. A 7-0 lead. And finally getting on the board, Missouri St. Louis. This is all a game of geometry. A line drive serve with a little curve at the end. There's the set. Harding came to play this morning, definitely. And the block again. Ashley Lampkin is all over it. An 8-1 lead for Harding. And we didn't expect this that early. And that one was over the net by Lampkin, so that one's going back over to Missouri St. Louis. So the Tritons will serve. Elena Santel, and she had some excellent moments in both of her games yesterday. Bishop the set. And powering it home, Skylar McKinnon, the 5'11", fifth-year senior from Trophy Club, Texas. And Tatum Fausch will serve. She has that slap serve, and it is powerful. All of these teams, that one a little bit, yeah, they are going to award it to Harding. It's 10-2. Both of these teams played 2 games yesterday. They will all have played 4 before this evening is over. Bishop, who has so many assists, and they drop it in to go up 11-2. And the high set. And great anticipation in the backcourt by Harding. The block goes out of bounds, so serve goes over, and substitutions coming in. All right, Riley Edson, the junior from Centralia, Illinois, to serve. Now that's what we talk about, a game of geometry. Absolutely perfect for Skylar McKinnon, and she found the open gap in the lower right-hand corner. And the Bisons are rolling this morning. Carter Fausch to serve. You've seen excellent play by Megan Lacey, and that is no surprise. They are up by 10, and Fausch going back to serve, the 5'8" freshman from Frisco, Texas. One of the most talented high school players in her part of the country in the Southwest. And the front line Once again, a combination of Delaney Garner and Peyton Hilmer. And here they go again. Here's the set. Good recovery on the part of Edson. There's the set, and again. That's the talent that you see of Ayanna Jackson. And she's going back to serve it. 14-4 lead. And Jackson with the running serve. And Jackson with a tremendous save. And that one's wide. 14-5. We play to 25. You have to win by 2 unless we go to a 5th game, and then we go to 15, and you still have to win by 2. And we had a few of those yesterday. Powerful return by Peyton Hilmer. High set. And perfect at the opposite end by Hannah Copeland. 15-6. And Bishop, the 5'8 junior from Lansing, Kansas. And she's got an excellent serve. A lot of speed to her serve. And when Hannah Copeland gets on the roll, she is very hard to stop. The junior from Kelowna, Illinois. 15-7. The lead has been as many as 11. Not much spin on her serve, but it comes at you like a rocket. Bishop the set. And the whistle. And they will send it back in the opposite direction after the violation. Garner with the serve. Woo! Well, Elena Santel, I don't think she has many enemies, if any, but if you are one, you want to stay out of the way of one of her returns like that one. Woo! She has got some mustard on that hamburger. That was something else. Good volley this time. They're going to have to hurry to get this one. And another solid effort by Megan Lacey from Wichita Falls, Texas. Got a couple of subs coming in. 17-8. Harding leads, and we've only been at this about 14 minutes. And it's Weeder back to serve. She's the sophomore from Conway, Arkansas. Went to Conway High. And she ate a lot of Wheaties this morning. That one almost went back into the concession stands. 17-9. Here's your set. Excellent recovery from Trista Foster in the backcourt, but no way you are going to deny Ashley Lampkin once again. She has had a hot first game. 18-9, and it is Megan Lacey going back to serve. She's a sophomore, but she plays like a senior. And Jackson had the timing right. I tell you, the middle blockers have had a lot of action today. That one is in. 18-10. And Santel and the high set again. Perfect geometry for Skylar McKinnon. And Harding up by 9 again with Tatum Fausch going to serve. Bishop the set. Nice recovery by Foster. And there was no way that Megan Lacey was going to catch up to that one unless she perhaps would have twisted a knee, and no reason to risk any of that. And Ryan Young gets in some substitutes. Going back to serve is Riley Edson. High set. Now watch this one. And the block was perfect. Addison Voorhees comes back and answers the call. Edson to serve. The 5'10" junior. Going to the knees. Jackson tried to power it, but they recovered very quickly on the Harding side. And it goes wide, so they have closed it to within 6. This Triton team is so tested. They don't panic when they get down by 9 or 10, and here they are making a rally, closing it to 5. And timeout called. So with it 19-14, Harding still on top. Let's take a break.
Your life. Your home.
Your business. Your future.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Sports fans, we pack stadiums, arenas, and local gyms every day. And every sports fan is uniquely human. Seeing each play with your own eyes, triggering your own emotions. And as humans, we won't agree on every call, but we can act with empathy and consideration. So put yourself in the official shoes. Be more than a fan. Be officially human.
Missouri St. Louis is on a 5-0 run, and they have sliced a 10-point lead down to 5. And back to serve again is Edson. And make it 6 in a row. They are very steady, very collected under pressure, and they've been under it in the first, shall we say, 2/3, and that one goes in reverse for McKinnon. We got a game here, 19-16. And substitute coming in, Avery Stanville. sophomore from St. Charles, Missouri, suburb of St. Louis. There's the high set. And perfectly delivered between the defenders for Skylar McKinnon. So they are 5 away from taking the first game. And it's Carter Fausch back to serve, the young lady from Frisco, Texas. And Jackson is another one that you just have to get out of the way. You have to have strong anticipation because her returns come at you at about 60 miles an hour. Not enough to get arrested on the interstate, but she, whoo, I don't want to get in her way. And that's wide. Hilmer tried to get the upper right-hand corner, but just too much on it, and we have a 2-point game with Jackson to serve. And that backcourt is doing a terrific job, and the geometry was perfect. Hannah Copeland has closed it to within 1 at 20-19. Jackson has that run and jump serve. This is going to be a tough one. And the block is there. Finally ending the drought. Delaney Garner with the block. 2-point lead for Harding, a lead that was once 10. And that one slapped off of the hands of Tatum Fausch. A 1-point game, and going back to serve is Bishop. It has become a dandy here, folks. Good recovery. Tell you, these middle blockers have had some busy work so far this morning. And too much on it by Megan Lacey. We are all even. Bishop, who always has a smile on her face and is ready for the competition no matter what the score is on the board. This is right up at the net. Bishop the set. And the pound. Voorhees gives Missouri St. Louis the lead. Their first lead in the contest, 22-21. And at one point, it was 19-9. And just nothing left on that one for McKinnon. Bishop wants to trade balls. 2 away from victory in the first game. And Lacey, it was knocked away by, it was off the hands of Missouri St. Louis. And Garner going back to serve. Harding still alive. Look how Bishop runs to get that set. In between the defenders, but nicely saved. That one had to go. That was like hitting a triple back to the wall. Think about the kind of, and a great block, 17 against 17. Hannah Copeland with the block off that rocket by Megan Lacey. And it is game point for Missouri St. Louis, that at one point was down 19-9. And we've got timeout. We'll take a quick one and be right back.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Sports fans, we cheer on our favorite teams at fields, gyms, arenas, and stadiums. But have you ever wondered what it's like to be a referee? Verbal abuse from fans, parents, and coaches is the #1 reason why many referees are walking away. And they're not being replaced quickly enough by new ones. So put yourself in the official shoes, act with respect, and be officially human.
Ryan Young was having most of his conversation during the timeout with Caitlin Bishop, who is like a coach on the floor. And for Harding, this has to be a shell-shock situation after leading by as many as 10. And now it is game point for Missouri St. Louis. And to serve it, Trista Foster. This has to go, and nobody was communicating. Game one going to the Tritons, 25-22, and what a comeback. So we're going to take a break, and we will be back with game two as the team switch sides right after this. Steve Everly back live with you here at David Blackstock Court in Jackson, Tennessee. What a come-from-behind victory in Game 1 of the 5-game match between Missouri St. Louis and Harding, as the Tritons came from 10 down to win it 25-22. Next weekend, we're right back here again with another of these classics. Union University will be the host, and you'll have Southern Arkansas, Southwest Baptist, Edward Waters from down in Jacksonville, Florida, and Ouachita Baptist. So it'll be some more exciting women's volleyball action right here next weekend, and I hope all of you will be with us. But right now, we are in Game 2 of our opening match on Day 2 with Missouri St. Louis against Harding. And the matchups have truly been spectacular. And I think we've got the signal, and we're about ready to go with Game 2. 30 minutes after this one is over, the host Union will take on Carson Newman, that pushed Missouri St. Louis to the absolute limit in a 5-game match yesterday. And that'll be a battle of two Baptist institutions at opposite ends of the state of Tennessee. And we have just passed the 10:30 mark here in West Tennessee. Hope you're all having a wonderful Saturday. We began to feel a touch of fall in the air this morning. And right off the bat, picking it up, Skylar McKinnon, and again, the early lead goes to Harding. And their job is to shake off that loss in the first game and concentrate on what they did well that gave them a 10-point lead. Good set by Bishop, and a good recovery by Lacey. And in between the defenders trying to save it was Voorhees, and it went off her hands. So Harding once again out to a lead. They made it 7-0 in the previous game before they dropped it. Off the net, and Bishop, as fast as she is, there was no way she could catch up to that. And I think they incorrectly put a point up for Missouri St. Louis. It's now 3-0, the block. And what a save on the other side by Edson. And they're going to have to rush for that one. There's the set. And the pound, it's in. McKinnon delivers. Garner goes back to serve. And right into the net. So it is a 4-1 game. And going back to serve, it's Trista Foster. There's the set, and it is. Give it back to Harding, just beyond the stripe. 5-1 lead for the Bisons. And Weeder back to serve. She's a talented one. And there's another talented one with Hannah Copeland. And she sent that right off of the knuckles of Weeder. There's that slap serve, and there's no way they're going to get it across. You had too many reflexes working at once, and Harding unable to get control of that. And slamming it home was McKinnon. Weaver tried to cover it, but it just simply was coming at her too strong. 6-3 lead now. Left-handed serve by Maddie Burrell. There's the high set. Wide. Nope, they say it was not wide. 6-4, Santel to serve. There's the high set by Bishop. And the rally makes it 7-4. Tatum Fausch to serve. Transfer from the University of North Alabama. Now watch that set. This is going to be strong net play required. Bishop picks it up. And the block, they're going to have to rush for it, and it's going up into the scorer's table. An 8-4 lead for Harding. Once again, the early game being controlled by the Bisons. Fausch to serve. Bishop is all over it, and that one hit the floor. It was a nice effort attempting to save it by Burrell, but it hit the floor. 8-5 lead. And Edson back to serve. 5'10" junior. And what a block by Addison Voorhees. We got a 2-point game. And Edson gives you somewhat of that one-hop serve. I keep waiting to see if they're going to set this up for Jackson. Tremendous recovery by Weaver. And it goes off of the hands of Weeder. So we got a 1-point game. Edson, who already has 3 aces in the game. And there you go again. That one just completely got away from Burrow, and we are tied. Edson also with 7 digs and 3 points. And that one is wide. But she had a good run. Harding back to the lead, 9-8. And back to serve is Riley Edson. That one just too much on it for Voorhees. That was like she was going for a slam dunk. Excellent save in the backcourt. And she's going to have to rush in. No way unless she had collided with a couple of her teammates. So Harding has recovered a bit after being tied at 8. They're on a 3-point run. Well, give an ace to Avery Stanfield. There's the set. And let me tell you, she can find the angles as well as anybody in college volleyball, and Jackson had it in the edge of the left-hand corner. And now Jackson to serve. The fake. Weeder just had everybody fooled. They thought she was going for the set. A 13-9 Harding lead, trying to even up the match. Just over the net. And getting the right curvature on the return is Hannah Copeland. And back to serve, the always dangerous Caitlin Bishop. She gets such a huge, wicked curve that gets a big downward flight on her serves. Not up high enough for Garner. 2-point lead now. Bishop just seems like she's happy with everything, regardless of where the game is. And this one's going to be a tough one, but nicely recovered by Voorhees. And that one slapped into the net, and we're back to a 1-point game. Timeout called, 13-12. Harding hanging on to a thin lead. Back in a moment.
When you hear our name, know that it comes with a promise to give back to the community that built us. A promise to provide a human touch in a world that is becoming more automated. Ever since we put our roots down in Jackson in 1996, we have aspired to be community-focused by supporting programs and organizations that are important to our city. At First Bank, it is our mission to be present in our community and to continue the belief that when you bank local, you get more. Member FDIC.
Well, this second game has been a dandy, 13-12. Nobody has been able to get any kind of a cushion for a lead. And you've seen outstanding play in all directions of the court. So Bishop is going to try to see if she can tie it up. I want you to watch this serve and see how she usually gets a wicked downward curve. Not as much that time as on some of her others. Lacey, a dramatic save. Powering it down is McKinnon. That's her 9th kill of the game. She also has 6 digs and 8 points. There's the set. Garner was patiently waiting it. Off the hands of Stanfield. And another delivery from Copeland to close it back to within 1. And back to serve is Foster. And that's what you call putting spin as well as speed on it, and Lampkin delivers. That is 6 points for Ashley. Too much on it. Weeder was going after the upper right-hand corner, just had too much speed. Talk about speed, there was plenty on that serve. Set. Going left-handed, and Lacey had to twist herself as if she was a contortionist. Terrific. Jackson as well as Santel. They teamed up to make that happen, and we're tied at 15. Skylar Weaver back to serve, another of the Lansing, Kansas girls. And there you go. Perfect anticipation by Lampkin. Harding regains the lead. In case you just joined us, the Bisons had a 10-point lead in the first game and ended up losing it 25-22. Such is the nature of volleyball. There never is any such thing as a sure lead. And again, the upfront combination of Lampkin and Lacey, the L&L girls, they delivered. She's going to serve it left-handed. Woo! Talk about a rocket. Here's the set. Good block again up front. Went just wide, so we're back to a 1-point game with Santel ready to serve from the upper left. That is classic Ayanna Jackson. She puts the speed and the spin on it, and then it is catch it if you can. Tied again at 17. What a match this has been. We're only in game 2. That was a great save from the middle court people. Caitlin could only just tap it over. And that one goes off of Santel. And an 18-17 lead. Checking back in Delaney Garner. And Fausch back to serve. And what can you do if you're a Weeder but just hope that it goes forward, and it didn't. That again is the classic Ayanna Jackson. 6 kills, 8 points for Missouri St. Louis. Off the hands of Bishop, but she is very calm with it. And Jackson, she could pass any geometry class with a demonstration like that. And here we go. It is the first lead of this game for Missouri St. Louis. Bishop the set, and Jackson couldn't get it up high enough. That's one of the rare miscues you'll see from her. tied at 19. And dashing back to serve is Avery Stanfield. She went to Westminster Christian Academy. And you can't bounce it off of the end of the wall. So the Tritons back in the lead with Jackson serving. Lacey had it blocked, but nice recovery by Fausch. That time, Lacey was not going to be denied. And we're even at 20. Well, at the rate we're going, this is going to be another one of those days that you may want to take your blood pressure about 3 points from the end of a game and right into the net. And nobody could be any more frustrated than Megan is about that one. Sometimes you get the right trajectory and then it just dips. And here's Bishop with a 1-point lead. And that will not be returned. Delaney Garner powers that one home. And she's back to serve. Flat-footed serve. And that one just too far out of the reach of Stanfield. Back to the 1-point lead. And Trista Foster to serve it. She's already had 11 digs this morning. Missouri St. Louis won the first game 25-22. And that is how you answer it with McKinnon. Her 10th kill of the game. Add to that 6 digs and 9 points. All level at 22. Weeder serving, and it hits the top of the net. So back with a happy expression on her face is Skylar Weaver. She's very comfortable in this situation. And it hangs up on the net and drops. Sometimes the spin is just right no matter what you do, and it is game point. And Weaver will attempt to nail it. And the blockers were there, but it stays inbounds, and so it is a victory for Missouri St. Louis by the same score as the first one, 25-22. It looked as though that was actually one that stayed inbounds, but it was just beyond, and so they get the point and get the game, 25-22. So, an opportunity for a sweep. We'll see if the Tritons are able to deliver or if Harding can make the rally right after these messages. Harding is pinned up against the wall now, down 2-0. The Bisons have had leads in both games and even had leads late, but have not been able to finish. And that's partly a testimony to the resiliency of this national power in Missouri St. Louis. They stay calm consistently. They're always collected, and they're not concerned if they get down by 5, 6, 8, 10 points. And they've been all of that this morning and still have managed to come through and win. Caitlin Bishop is having a conversation with some of the fans who are here from Missouri to see them play. And we want to take this opportunity to say hello to all of the moms, dads, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, and cousins, and good friends of all of these young women. I know that all of you parents and grandparents are exceptionally proud of all of them. So Harding to serve, and Megan Lacey will open it up here in Game 3. And the slam from Copeland. And Bishop tries to get it. A big dive at the opposite end by Lacey, but she couldn't save it. So it's a 1-0 lead. And Bishop to serve. High set. And what we used to refer to as a dink. And we're tied at 1. And going deep to try to save it was Voorhees, but even though she can stretch, that would have been asking an awful lot. 2-1 lead for Harding. And is it in? It is. Three to 1. Raleigh Eason, a freshman from Orange Park, Florida, is serving. That's near Jacksonville. There's the high set. And that's off the hands at the opposite end of Skylar Weaver. So it's like a carbon copy again, 4-1. I don't know why we say carbon copy anymore, because nobody knows what those are. Mimeograph machines have died and carbon paper is no longer used. Skylar McKinnon delivering. And Eason, the 6'1 freshman, is doing a tremendous job back in service. And she gets that downward flight. And high for the block is Ashley Lampkin. Looking like she did in game 1. 6-1. Let's take time out.
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Are you looking for a Christian college or starting the college search process? I want to take a second to tell you about my school, Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Union is a private 4-year university known for its rigorous academics, Christ-centered community, and the success of its graduates. My favorite part about Union is the faculty. The professors here are so intentional about helping students grow not only academically, but also spiritually. You should check out Union for yourself. Come for a visit. I know you'll love it. At Union University, you'll be transformed.
So let's see what kind of adjustments the Tritons will make As Harding again out to a large lead at 6-1, but that is no cushion with this team. And pounding it inside. McKinnon, regardless of what happened, she's had herself a morning. 12 kills, 6 digs, and 12 points. And Eason to serve with a 7-1 lead. And that one just went a little bit far. Eason will check out, but she did her job well at 7-2. After you've been back there in the service lane for as long as she was, eventually one of them is just going to go a bit far. High set. Terrific job left-handed on the return by Santel. Foster, who's done a wonderful job serving today. Off the hands of the front line, and an excellent return by Skylar McKinnon. And back to serve it is Olivia Weeder. And once again, McKinnon, she's got the hot hand right now, and a 6-point lead for Harding. 14 kills. She's the leader in that category for both teams. Well, you just have an answer at the other side by Hannah Copeland. Hannah with 7 kills and 7.5 points. Skylar Weaver to serve it. Perfect set for Jackson. Left-handed again for Santel. And the pound is in. Peyton Hilmer with the answer at the opposite end, and it is 10-4. Maddie Burrow going back to serve. The 5'10 freshman from Swanee, Georgia. Right into the net. So Santel will go back to serve. The left-handed slap serve that she has. Well, that one could have gone either way because you had about 4 players up near the net. But the point goes to the Tritons. That one hits the top. Caitlin Bishop, she had a grin as that was hitting the post, and it didn't come back her way. Fausch to serve it. You want to get in the way of that? I don't suggest it. Maggie Johnson just slammed it home. And boy, is she happy about that. High-fiving everybody on the opposite side of the court. Here's that set. Jackson, if you give her just about 2 feet and get it up about maybe a foot to 2 feet above her head, she's going to kill you most of the time. Edson to serve. Perfect setup for Raleigh Eason. And they like what they see at Harding from this freshman. Bishop the serve. Well, Voorhees let fly with a rifling shot. So we're back to a 3-point game, and Ayanna Jackson will serve it. And that one, the net helped a bit, and they just could not dip low enough to try to get it up in the air. They're going to trade out balls. And Missouri St. Louis back to within 2. And the pound, the block, look at that. Here's the high set. And trying to get it up high, but tremendous job blocking by both Voorhees and Copeland. They were like dual jacks in the box. The fake does not fool Jackson. Good save in the backcourt by Weeder. And she does it again. Excellent volley. And the block is there by Raleigh Eason. 13-11 as Harding is hanging on. And Megan Lacey goes back to serve. Lacey, a transfer from Central Oklahoma. That one's got to go, and it does. Good block up front. And a perfect setup for Eason. Eason has come in and delivered 3 points since she entered the game. Too wide. A lot of power on that by McKinnon, and she has had 16 kills in the game and 16 points, but just too much. Bishop to serve. And that one's going to go astray. And back to a 3-point lead for Harding. And Eason will be back to serve. All right, that one's close to the grid. And I don't think she's going to be able to save it. Voorhees had a rifle arm. And we're at 15-13. And back to serve it, Trista Foster. Trying to go between the defenders, and it actually worked. Back to a lead of 3. Here's Weeder to serve from Conway, Arkansas, 5'7" sophomore. You see a lot of the same skills in her that you see from Caitlin Bishop. The block up front could not stop the power that you saw in that exchange from Maggie Johnson. Look at the movement. I'm going to tell you, that was like watching a whirlwind on 4 of the up front players of Missouri St. Louis, and they've closed it back to within 1. And Weaver to serve. 16 digs she's had this morning. And there was just no way, short of threatening an injury, that Hilmer was going to be able to capture that one, and we got timeout. It's all tied in Game 3, 16 all.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 750,000 views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,500 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, Sacred Heart, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Well, this third game is one that you could say is more grueling than even the first 2 have been. And we've been right in that pocket where nobody gets a lead of more than about 2 points. Weaver to serve. Great block up front. Santel delivers and gives the Tritons the lead at 17-16. Weaver has that swinging set. Lacey, a good save. I got to tell you, McKinnon has one of the best downward flights. She just measures the geometry perfectly, and we're tied at 17. Burrell with the serve, and there's the high set. Everybody's having to dig down low at this point, and it goes into the net. And nobody more frustrated than Hilmer was about that. I've talked to some of these players during this classic, and some of them have said the ibuprofen is passed around after these games because of the fact that you are down in the deck. There are some bumps and bruises. And the blockers could not save it. Just too much punch on it from Johnson. And now it is a 2-point lead. And this is the point where we have seen Missouri St. Louis begin to have its way as they did in the first 2 games. There's the set. And Bishop gives that one to Jackson. You don't have to go high for Ayanna. You just set it up about maybe a foot to a foot and a half taller than she, and then she delivers. I wish we had a radar gun on her. And off the hands of the defenders, the power, once again, of Johnson. The 5'11" freshman from Davenport, Iowa. Johnson with 5 kills, 5.5 points. And now a 4-point lead for the Tritons. Into the net. So Harding still alive, and checking back in is Raleigh Eason. Back to serve is Fausch. You just have to wave goodbye to those by Jackson. That thing had to be going about 60 miles an hour, and it was absolutely, probably, if you measure that one, it was probably about a 30-degree angle because it was just crashing down. There's the set. And just crashed into the backcourt defenders. Santel rifled it home, and they are 2 away from ending this. Jackson, that time right into the hands of Edson. Very high set. And it's off the grid. Just almost nothing that Weeder could do with it because it hung up in the grid. Finally came down, but it is hard to be patient with those. It is now match point. And here comes the serve. They're still alive. Lacey delivers. And checking back in is Avery Stanfield. And she's going to serve it. Still match point for Missouri St. Louis. This could be it. It is. Game, set, and match to Missouri St. Louis, taking it 3 in a row. The final game, 25-19. Let's look at some of your top players. For Harding, tremendous game for Weeder once again. She had 25 assists. Lampkin, 6 kills and 11.5 points. Fausch again delivered 11 digs as well as 5 assists. McKinnon had her usual strong game in the numbers with 17 kills, 7 digs, 17 points. She was the top scorer. And Eason came in and delivered some fine moments as well, scoring 4 points. And then looking across the board at some of the other numbers, 11 digs for Megan Lacey, and nobody's really surprised at that. For Missouri St. Louis, Santel was terrific from the floor. 7 digs, and she also picked up 7 points as well as 6 kills. Ayanna Jackson, listen to this, 12 kills, and she was just all over it. 2 digs, 15.5 points. And then you got Maggie Johnson. She had 5 kills as well as 5.5 points. Bishop, 37 assists and 9 digs. Something else she was all over that floor, as she always is. 8 kills for Voorhees and 10.5 points. We're going to give our player of the game honors this time to Ayanna Jackson. The 12 kills as well as 15.5 points, and at crucial times in each of the games, she delivered the ones that were the winning points. So Ayanna Jackson gets it, but there were plenty of players who could have successfully navigated the role as player of the game. Well, we got that one over a little bit early, and that doesn't happen often in this Classic. In about 37 minutes, we'll be right back here with the host team, Union, to take on Carson Newman, and that should be a really interesting and evenly matched contest. So we hope you'll be with us for that along the Flow Sports Network on the app. And so stay tuned with us all the rest of the afternoon. Missouri St. Louis will be back on the floor against Limestone. That'll be at approximately 2 o'clock Central Time. And then at 4 o'clock, we wind it up with host Union once again against the Harding team that you just saw. So for right now, we're going to take about a 36-minute break, and then we will be back with Game 2 of our Saturday edition of the Union University Volleyball Classic. And our director, Paul Schulze. And, of course, we had outstanding production work from our good friend and sports information director at Union University, Stephen Aldridge. And we thank you all for joining us. We'll see you back here in about 35 minutes. And this program was a presentation of Flow Sports as well as all of the member institutions that played in this tournament. And until we see you again in about 35 minutes, so long from the great hub city of West Tennessee.